revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence, and that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
On first down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
60 outlaw. I got you.
On first down, this is Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Ordinarily, in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive lineman, tight end, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
18 Gator. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Put up. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Safety's creeping.
They'll drop the throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Schwartz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
55, my guy, 55. I'm coming. On the ball.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And shutting him off, now open field. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
30 base. 45. Check.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the...
That's caught at the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try to up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Dolphins. 59 yards. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check. Go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Mike the 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Joker. Rock it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, Adams on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But really short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offensive backfield has been something else in this game.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Raiders punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, high 7. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check, 55 to Mike.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Wide, get wide. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in. Rush in.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
18 Gator. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, check. 59. I hope he runs your right.
2nd and 11. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Oh, yeah.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the throw. Mike 55. Mike 55. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Adams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's the Raiders punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 59. Hey, tight down. There you go. Shit. Check nickel.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Back to throw.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
No.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Check 31. 25. Check 25. Hey, Sam up. Yes. Get it.
Another try for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch the twist. Check 24. Now. Check. Lucky.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was in